Hi there. I'm Dr. Amelia Hayes. I want you to do something for me right now. If you are holding a glass of plain, filtered water, I want you to pause before you take that next sip. We need to talk. There is a very common misconception that I see in my clinic almost every single day. I treat men who are doing everything right. They're active, they try to eat well, and they are drinking gallons of water because they've been told that hydration is the key to energy. But here is the truth that nobody tells you. After the age of 50, plain water can actually be holding your energy back. Today, I am going to teach you how to turn that water into a powerful tool for your circulation, your strength, and your overall vitality. So, stick with me, because this one small tweak might completely change how you feel in the morning. You see, the way your body handles water isn't static. It changes as you age. And most people never realize just how drastic that shift really is. Think back to when you were in your 20s or maybe your early 30s. Back then, every single cell in your body acted like a fresh sponge. You could down a glass of water and within minutes, it was absorbed. It was distributed. It was used exactly where it was needed. Your kidneys, your blood vessels, even your skin, they all worked in perfect harmony. But after 50, that harmony starts to shift. The body simply becomes less efficient at holding onto the water it receives. It's a biological reality. First, your thirst signal dulls. You might be walking around slightly dehydrated all day long and not even feel thirsty. But deeper than that, your kidneys change. These organs, which were once perfect filters, begin to excrete more fluid than they should. They start flushing out water too fast, and along with it, they flush out precious minerals and electrolytes that your body is desperate to keep. So, picture this. You are drinking the same 8 glasses of water you always have, but instead of soaking into your cells, that water is just passing right through you. It's literally washing away the nutrients you need. And here's the part that most men overlook. When your cells don't get that deep hydration and the minerals required to hold it, they start to lose their flexibility. I'm talking about your arteries and your capillaries. These are the tiny, microscopic tubes that are responsible for delivering oxygen-rich blood to every corner of your system. When they get dehydrated at a cellular level, they start to stiffen. It's not just about being thirsty. It's about your body losing its ability to transport energy. And when that happens, you feel it. You feel it in your focus, your stamina, and yes, other areas of your life that rely heavily on blood flow. Plain water, while refreshing, just cannot fix this problem on its own. In fact, drinking more plain water can sometimes make it worse by diluting your system even further. We need to change the composition of what you are drinking. We need to make it sticky so your cells can actually use it. Think of it like trying to water your garden with an old dry hose that's been sitting in the sun for years. The water still flows through it, sure, but the hose is stiff, it doesn't bend easily. And because of that stiffness, the water pressure drops. It just trickles out instead of spraying powerfully. That is exactly what happens inside your body when your tissues are chronologically dehydrated. Its reduced flexibility makes it incredibly hard for your blood to move freely, and that doesn't just affect your heart or your brain. It affects the specific areas of your body that rely the most on strong circulation and vascular health. You might start noticing small things at first. Maybe your hands and feet feel colder than they used to. Maybe your energy dips faster throughout the day, you hit the afternoon slump hard, or you might notice your morning response becoming less firm or less frequent. Now, this is where a lot of men panic. They think it's hormonal crash. They think it's just getting old, but here's the thing. The problem often isn't that your design has disappeared, and that's what so many men worry about. That's not it. It's simply that your circulation has slowed down. And the plumbing, so to speak, has become stiff. Plain water, while refreshing, does very little to correct that stiffness on its own. Without the minerals that carry electrical signals across your cells, your body can't fully signal those blood vessels to open up. It can't deliver oxygen where it's needed most. So even if you are drinking 8 glasses of water a day, your tissues might still be thirsty. They are starving for hydration, not because of how much you drink, but because of what is missing inside that water. In my 12 years, as a urologist specializing in men's health, I have seen this pattern over and over again. Men come to me frustrated, they are tired, they feel disconnected from their own bodies. They feel like things just aren't responding the way they used to. And when we look deeper, we often find that it is not just age, it is dehydration at the cellular level. It is a lack of the minerals that keep everything running smoothly. Once you learn to upgrade your water with the right minerals, everything changes: your energy, your focus, and yes, your blood flow. Right where it matters most. So let's talk about the specific minerals you need. There are 3 of them, and the first one is practically miracle worker for men over 50. Let me walk you through the 3 most important minerals, and the first one is absolutely non-negotiable for men over 50. It's magnesium. I often call magnesium the relaxation mineral, and that name fits perfectly because magnesium is basically the chemical signal that tells your muscles, your nerves, and even your blood vessels to just chill out. When your body has enough magnesium, your arteries can open freely. So that means your blood moves smoothly, your pressure stays balanced, and your heart doesn't have to fight to push blood through tight, stiff vessels. Now, for men specifically, this is where it gets interesting, because the very same smooth muscles that line your arteries, they also exist inside the tissues responsible for firm, reliable function. If those muscles stay tense or constricted, blood simply cannot fill them properly. Performance becomes inconsistent. It's frustrating. But when your magnesium levels are healthy, those same muscles relax, they expand, they welcome blood flow naturally. That is the difference between circulation that struggles and circulation that thrives. And magnesium's benefits don't stop with blood flow. It is also one of the silent regulators of testosterone. That's the hormone that fuels your energy, your mood, and your drive. When magnesium is low, your body produces more stress hormones like cortisol. And cortisol is a testosterone killer, it suppresses it. But when you restore those magnesium levels, cortisol falls, testosterone can rise. And you begin to feel that steady sense of strength and calm returning. And here's the catch though. After 50, your body becomes less efficient at absorbing magnesium through food alone. Thus, the soils where our vegetables grow today are far more depleted than they were 30 or 40 years ago. Modern diets simply don't contain enough of it. So if you've noticed you wake up with cramps, or you carry a lot of tension in your shoulders, or you feel restless at night, that may not be stress. And it certainly isn't just aging. It may be your body signaling loud and clear that your magnesium tank is running empty. The second essential mineral is sodium. Now I know what you're thinking, Dr. Hayes, isn't salt bad for me? Isn't it going to raise my blood pressure? Hear me out. I am not talking about the sodium you find in processed foods or that white, ordinary table salt in the ticker. Stay away from that. What I'm talking about is small pinch of high-quality sea salts, or pink Himalayan salt added to glass of water, especially first thing in the morning. It sounds like a tiny change, I know. But for a man over 50, this simple habit is a game changer. Here is why. When you drink plain water, especially in large amounts, your body often can't hold onto it effectively. You've probably noticed this. You drink a big glass of water and 20 minutes later, you're running to the bathroom. That happens because without minerals like sodium, water simply passes through your system. It doesn't stop to nourish your cells. It hydrates the surface, sure, but not the deeper layers where energy and recovery truly happen. Sodium works as the gatekeeper of hydration. It helps your body absorb and retain water inside the cells. Think of it as a tiny key that unlocks the door to hydration. Without the key, the water you drink cannot properly cross into the cells and your tissues remain slightly dehydrated, even if you are drinking plenty of fluids. But we have to make a distinction here. The quality matters. Refined table salt, that's stripped of nearly all its trace minerals. It's just sodium chloride, its harsh chemical compound without the balancing elements your body needs. In contrast, unrefined sea salt, or Himalayan salt, contains dozens of natural trace minerals. It has magnesium, it has calcium, it has potassium. Together, they create harmony in your cells. So the practical tip is this: add just a tiny pinch. No more than what fits on the tip of your pinky finger. Put that into a large glass of water. You are not trying to make it taste salty like the ocean. You are just adding life to the water. You're giving it structure, you're giving it an electrical charge so your body recognizes it as fuel. Many of my patients tell me that when they start this small morning ritual, the change is almost immediate. Many of my patients tell me that when they begin this small morning ritual, they immediately notice subtle changes. Their energy feels steadier, their mind is clearer. And the afternoon fatigue they used to blame on age, it starts to fade, but sodium needs a partner. And that brings us to mineral number 3, potassium. I call this the quiet balancer. Most men rarely think about it. You might think of bananas, and that's about it. Yet this mineral is absolutely essential for smooth communication between your heart, your blood vessels, and every single cell in your body. Potassium's main job is to maintain the electrical rhythm that keeps your heartbeat steady and your circulation responsive. When you have enough potassium, your arteries can expand and contract easily. They stay flexible. This allows blood to move freely without resistance. But when you don't have enough, those same arteries can become tense, they get resistant. And that forces your heart to work harder with every single beat just to push the blood through. That extra strain may show up as higher blood pressure, it shows up as fatigue, or just a general sense that your energy isn't what it used to be. Potassium also has a beautiful partnership with sodium. They work together like a seesaw. Where sodium helps your body hold onto water and hydration, potassium acts as the counterweight. It makes sure you don't retain too much fluid. It prevents you from feeling bloated or overly tense. This delicate dance between the two is what keeps your blood pressure stable and your tissues properly nourished. The challenge is that after 50, many men eat far less fresh produce, which is the main natural source of potassium, and they eat far more processed foods, which are high in that bad, refined sodium. This imbalance slowly drains your vitality, so here's the fix. Add a small potassium-rich electrolyte blend to your water. Do this especially after you exercise or if you've been sweating in the heat. Even half a scoop of a low-sugar mineral powder can make a noticeable difference in how your body performs. Within days, you will feel lighter, calmer, more stable, so here is your simple action plan. This is how you take control starting tomorrow morning. Step 1. Every single morning, start your day with a large glass of water, but don't drink it plain. Add a small pinch of high-quality sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, just a pinch. Step 2. Throughout the day, focus on your magnesium. You can do this by adding a supplement like magnesium glycinate or by eating magnesium-rich foods like spinach, almonds, or dark chocolate. Step 3. After workouts or on hot days, add that potassium-rich electrolyte blend to your water to restore the balance. When you begin adding these minerals to your daily routine, something remarkable happens. Water stops being just hydration, it becomes fuel. It becomes a quiet power that moves through your entire system. After just a week or two of consistency, you will notice the shift. You'll wake up feeling more refreshed. Your mind will feel sharper, the heavy morning sluggishness, it starts to fade away. By the end of the second week, your energy will feel steady. Not those quick bursts from coffee that crash an hour later, but a calm, dependable current that carries you through the entire day. And then there is the change most men notice with quiet satisfaction. The return of stronger, healthier blood flow. That deep, natural warmth in the body that reminds you of your youth, of confidence, of a vitality that never truly left you. It was simply waiting for better circulation to wake it up again. So, gentlemen, please, don't just drink plain water after 15, turn it into tool. Add a small pinch of minerals, give your body what it truly needs. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe so you never miss my tips on natural health. And do me a favor, share this video with a friend who could use boost. I'm Amelia Hayes, reminding you that after 50, vitality is not lost. It is simply waiting for you to awaken. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.